Youorns. Greetings, fellow Watford fans. Omar here, and it's time for the youorns opinion about Emmanuel Dennis. Yes, Emmanuel Dennis has returned to the Vic, and it's great to have him back. Although I must admit, I was skeptical about him coming back here to Watford. We do need a striker, make no mistake about that. With what we have so far, it is kind of not exactly the kind of strike force that we can constantly be confident in. Too often this season, we've had strikers who score, but then go periods of time not scoring at all, and go periods of time not really being involved in the game that they play in. And that's how it's been for both Rajovic and Bio this season. And both of them have scored goals, but not necessarily as consistently as we as Watford fans would like. And look, obviously, in football, the hardest thing to do is score. There's no question about that. But for both Rajovic and Bio, it's been feast or famine. Bio has been exceptionally hardworking. He does this all the time. When his game is not right in front of goal, he does all the other things to make his teammates better and to play in the team system. He works very hard for the team. And there's no question about that with Bio. And he will contribute there and be an asset there. So he's multidimensional in that way. But when Rajovic does not go right in front of goal, he disappears. And even though he leads the team with 9 goals this season, if he's not scoring, he's not doing anything else to contribute to the team, and he doesn't put himself about the way I think we as Watford fans would like to see him do. Use your attributes, use your size, put yourself about. This is the physical league, the championship. Rajovic has not adapted that part of his game. He's not been able to do that. He's not put himself about in that physical manner and made himself look like a threat in front of goal. So the thing is that Rajovic is not dimensional at all. And there are Watford fans who are not happy about that, despite the fact that he leads the team in goals. So when you've got these two players who are not quite doing it on the levels that you'd like to see, Emmanuel Dennis, I think, is another option who I think is going to be very effective for Watford if he's the Emmanuel Dennis that we saw in the first half of the Premier League season that we last enjoyed, or maybe didn't really enjoy, in 2021-22, when he was scoring like a house on fire, at least in the first half of the season. He'd scored 9 of his 10 goals during that time in the first half of the season, including a stretch of 5 or 6 goals in a month or so period in November and December of 2021. Got him a nomination for Premier League Player of the Month during that time. But Emmanuel Dennis really dried up in the goals tally in the second half of the season, scoring just once. That was against Aston Villa at Villa Park in February of 2022. And then after that, didn't score at all, had been sent off in at least one contest as well. And so his tenure kind of really fizzled out for Watford. And of course, there were rumors and things swirling around that Emmanuel Dennis really was not a team player. And there were times where we actually kind of glimpsed that as well. But Emmanuel Dennis coming back now seems hungrier, more focused, and more mature. And certainly seems like he has the attitude and the confidence to get back on the goal sheet and help Watford. He's going to be ruthless, which is something we missed. He's going to be clinical. And I think he's going to bring the personality and the electricity that this strike force really, really needs and has missed. So I'm looking forward to Emmanuel Dennis back in a Watford shirt on Sunday against Southampton in the FA Cup fourth round. That is going to be, I think, an exciting contest and a chance for Emmanuel Dennis to show and prove. We all know what Dennis can do. He menaces. And let's hope he menaces the opposition goal this Sunday and beyond. This has been the Orns opinion.